Can we talk about the parameters of the debate now?
When the bot is started. When the recording
Dude,
started.
just get Tricks to record. That bot isn't working.
Tamaki is recording. Tamaki is recording.
Tamaki's recording?
Tamaki, type in chat if you're recording.
I bet.
Tamaki, type in chat.
He says he's not home.
Just said he's not home. Nigga, why did you just lie like that? What the fuck?
Because he always records debates. Like, literally always.
Who has... Bro, I would record, but it's just going to pick up my Fortnite in the audio.
The Craig bot isn't working.
Does anyone have what's it called?
Wait, listen to Infinity's solution about the Craig bot. He said to do something.
No, I said, do you have the Craig bot?
It was in here. Yeah, it's in here, but like that bot doesn't work. Like I've used it before. It only records one side's audio. Like it's weird.
Okay. Oh shit.
Does anyone in VC have OBS that can record? Oh yeah, J-Bands, can you do it?
Wait, Sasuke, are you actually recording or are you trolling?
Are you being like serious? On his dead plug, Franklin? Okay.
Okay, sure. So
all right, I'll ping now.
Yeah,
is it Animal Man?
So the parameters of this
is that
Animal Man versus Femto? Yeah.
Right.
Sure. So the parameters of this debate, Infinity, are gonna be what was the one we already agreed on?
Just list out everything we
versus Battle Wiki, right? Yeah, versus Battle Wiki.
Yes, BSBW
versus Battle Wiki being the tiering system we use to scale our characters. He also agreed that we're going to argue over what our characters do.
Wait. Can I clarify that?
Possible within fiction. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, so scaling is not going to be inclusive of hacks. So that's just talking to, for example, an existential level. If a character is 5-dimensional and your character is 3-dimensional, hacks is going to be something that we're not appealing to the tier system for. We're just going to go off of the scriptures of the verse. I do remember Opal maybe.
That?
Yeah, I said that scaling is going to be something that's not inclusive of hacks. So when a character is 5-dimensional, for example, and your character is 3-dimensional, hacks is not going to be something we use, or we're not going to be appealing to the tiering system to define hacks, but instead we're going off of the verse.
I think we can go I think we can go off of how we can, with our eyes, see and describe the abilities, or how the ability is displayed within the verse. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I agree with the display. I don't know what you mean by our eyes, but yes, I agree with the display of Forko. We can continue.
Well, we read, right? Yeah, whatever. Cool. Okay.
We can hear too during interviews.
Right. Do you read ebooks? Is your Berserk an ebook?
What? I said we have interviews where the author is explaining and relaying information that occurs within the verse, brother. Do you not know what interviews are?
Do you speak Japanese?
Yes, I do speak Japanese. Anyways, we can move on.
All right.
Yeah, you can go ahead and establish the rest of the parameters.
Sure. The next parameter would be that we're going to argue over what our characters can actually do, not what is possible within fiction. If it is said, for example, i.e., if in the verse it says my character transcends a dimension where time and space as a concept is held within, we're not going to argue over whether that's possible. We're going to take it to be the case, apply it to our characters, and then debate on whether my character would be your character with this ability.
Yeah, nothing you just said is going to be relevant towards the overarching claim, but yes, it is going to be the case that we can just continue the debate with logical impossibilities being able to occur. That's all you had to say. So to clarify, all I'm agreeing is that logical contradictions can occur within fiction, apparently. So we can move on.
Cool. Wait, I don't think that's all you're agreeing to. Whatever.
Are you going to tell me what I'm agreeing to?
Fine parameter. We can continue.
Anyways, and we can move on.
You want to scale first? I'm still leading my wing.
Yes. Wait, say your position first. So okay, you're just on me. I'll tell you my position.
My position.
So it's going to be the.
Okay. All right. No, you're good, bro.
Yes. So it's going to be the case that my position would be my character beating your character. My premise is going to be by virtue of outscaling or out-haxing. So you can affirm your position, then I'll continue with mine. Nigger.
Sure. I think my character. I think Animal Man, and your character is Femto, correct?
Of course.
All right, I think Animal Man would either outscale, out
Are you okay,
hacks,
bro?
or I'm sick. But I think Animal Man would outscale or out hacks Femto.
Okay. And so your position is going to be that your character wins, and your premise is going to be by virtue of those two premises or reasons?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. So it's just going to be the case that my character is abstract. And by the
Define
way, you're
abstract.
obviously going to adjust it. Yeah, before we get into what's abstractness, you're going to have to justify your position, obviously, to win this debate. But yeah, abstract is just going to be atemporality and aspatiality. That's going to be a nature of someone which is abstract.
Yo,
So you
I'm not
believe your
gonna lie.
character is atemporal and
I
aspatial?
have. Hold up. Wait. I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie.
Wait.
I have an emergency right now, and I low-key need to go like immediately.
All right, you're
So you
good, bro.
guys, I'm trying to replace my mod. I'm sorry, gang.
No, we can continue, bro. We're
Yeah,
recording.
you're good.
All right, so
You're good.
yeah. So what did you say, Forko? Where's your
Okay.
question?
Well, since we don't have a mod, I'm fine with continuing without a moderation. But if I believe we need moderation, or if you believe we need moderation, we're gonna stop the debate and look for moderation. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. So what was your question before?
I said you believe your character is atemporal and aspatial.
Yes, I believe its true form is atemporal and aspatial, Forko.
Okay, you can go ahead and present that.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how you can present something that lacks space, but okay. That makes no sense.
I mean, present your argument, bro.
Yeah, present something that's metaphysical. Okay. US.
Your argument is metaphysical?
Yes, arguments are going to be something that's metaphysical.
So you don't think you can present an argument because you just said you can't present something that's metaphysical?
I'm just kidding, Forko. Calm down.
Okay. All right, bro.
This nigga's a child. Hey, Archie, do you have the scans? Yeah, of him being abstract. Yeah, Femto. Can you send them, please?
Bro, we have talked for 3 minutes and you're already getting dick rolled in chat. This is interesting.
You're getting dick
No, I'm
rolled
not
too,
talking
bro.
Oppo. I'm waiting for him to get a chance. Am I? Let's go,
You're a
Forko
troll,
gang.
Apollo.
Forko gang up in the chat.
Hey,
Forko
everybody
gang
who's
up
Moose
in the
Gang,
chat.
spam Moose W. Anyways.
Hey, if it's Moose, put
Moose
a K
W.
on it. That's why I doxed
Moose
his
W.
ass. He's gone.
Moose W.
Moose is doxed. Where's Moose
Anyways.
at, though?
Moose is
Where's
here.
Moose
I'm
at, though?
Moose.
He's
Yes,
dead.
I'm
I'm
Moose, little
smoking
nigger.
Moose.
Shut the fuck up,
smoking
nigger.
Moose.
Shut the fuck up, nigger. Anyways. Who has my
Can't respond
scans?
to that, bro.
Moose Gang
This
assemble. Moose
bro.
Gang assemble. Moose Gang assemble.
I see
Get
more
the scans.
Forko
Hold on.
gangs. Forko gang has faster
Yeah,
copy
you can
saves.
think that. I see
Let's
more
go.
Moose Gang.
Forko gang. Moose L. Moose
Nigger.
L. Forko gang. I can't even see.
That boy, nigger.
I can't even see. I can't see Moose gang in chat, bro. I can't see him. I can't see Moose gang in chat. Where'd Moose gang go?
It's in chat.
Hey, Chase Morrison L. Interesting. Sakazuki, I'm getting doxxed. Yeah, it's me and Infinity in the VC. Only one
look
of
at
us
scans.
makes shitty music.
Look at scans.
Bro, it's reselling.
All right, so it's gonna.
VC scans?
Oh my god. Do you hear the police in my background?
I do.
Anyway, so it just
Hope they
refers to my
shoot you.
character. It says my character is a transcendental entity beyond physical reasoning. Forko.
VC scans? Which scans?
The only scans channel. Forko.
I'm in VC scans. I can't see any Femto scans.
There's a Femto scan
Hello?
I sent. Moose sent it. No, I would not lose, Timmy.
Hello?
Yes, I hear you.
Hello?
Can you not
Can
hear me
someone reply
already?
to it? Oh, never mind. I see it.
It's the only scan sent, bro.
I see it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't see it.
Someone just replied to it. If you can't see it, that is going to be your fault. The recording picks
I'm
it up.
clicking
The
on
evidence
the.
is sent.
Hello?
Are you saying that the scan isn't
Hello?
loading?
Yeah, it's not loading for me.
That's your fault, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I can tell you what it
Can
says.
someone
I can
resend?
Yeah, someone
Can
resent it.
someone stream it or something? Yeah, just resend.
It's
His
so
opponent is
cold, bro.
beyond physical reasoning. Okay. What's the matter? He is foolish, or maybe unenlightened. Thoughts and feelings are indescribable, even for magic. His opponent is a transcendental entity beyond physical reasoning. When I went midland by your command to confirm the fulfillment of the
Not elaborate on the
revelation,
argument.
I saw him. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so what transcendental means denotatively is to be spiritual or in correlation with non-physicality. So all I'm arguing is by virtue of the conjunct statement that he's transcendental and beyond physical reasoning, this would all contextually entail that he is abstract. This is contextually and consistently supported by virtue of multiple things within Berserk, which we can get to after. So do you have any disagreements?
Can you re-say that? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, so within the scan, it refers to X character as transcendental and beyond physical reasoning. Transcendental denotatively means to be spiritual or in correlation with non-physicality. This is going to be supported by the conjunct right after it says that it is the case that he is beyond physical reasoning. This is something that's going to be contextually evidenced and narratively evidenced consistently, by the way. I'm reading the script,
Okay,
WW.
sure. Um, yeah, okay. You can continue with your argument. I don't have a problem yet.
So you agree he's not physical?
I don't have a problem yet. You said you're gonna
Okay.
give
If you have no
evidence,
problem yet,
like further.
anyways, if you have no problem yet, that entails that he is non-physical. If he's non-physical, what is that going to mean, Forko? That means he's unsubject to physical change. If that is the case, and since I don't subscribe to the belief of metaphysical change, that's going to entail that he's abstract because physicality is going to be equivalent to space. If he is non-physical, that means he is spaceless. If it is the case that he's unsubject to physical change, and there's no such thing as metaphysical change, that's going to entail that he's atemporal.
What's metaphysical change?
Metaphysical change is going to be non-physical change. It's going to be abstract change.
You don't ascribe to the belief as a metaphysical change.
Yes, I do not believe that exists.
Does the Berserk author ascribe to the belief of metaphysical change?
I said I do not ascribe to the belief of metaphysical change. You're already not tracking with Forko.
Yeah, no, but I'm asking you a question. Does the Berserk author not ascribe to this belief?
I don't care if he doesn't ascribe to it. I'm saying that this is going to be something that's going to be supported within the debate and accepted within the debate. Forko.
Well, why do I care about what your belief is
Because there's no
in that
justification or
regard?
that you can, anyway, so there's not going to be any justification that you can give for metaphysical change existing. I believe that my argument for time is going to be that it's biconditionally represented by spatial interactions. There you go. That's my reasoning. And I don't believe you can give any reasoning on your side.
Can you reformulate that?
Yeah, I said it's going to be the case that you cannot give any reasoning for your side. However, my side is going to be biconditionally supported by virtual spatial interactions. That's what I believe time to be. It's going to be change, and change is going to be represented spatially. It's going to be inductive because empirically, this is how we can verify change.
Okay, so you believe metaphysical change is not something that exists in reality, right?
I believe metaphysical change is something that doesn't exist at all.
But we can literally talk about it. You can set parameters for what metaphysical change is, like you already have, and
Yeah.
when the
So,
pre
oh my God.
and the yeah the debate is presupposed off the fact that if you can set parameters on something, and this would be within the rec, then it can be displayed within fiction. So
Okay.
hello.
Yeah, so it's going to be distinct from having correspondence with reality or overall to being in a domain of discourse that's going to be distinct. So, for example, if I speak of Santa Claus, doesn't mean that there's a visual represent or referent of Santa Claus is going to be a non sequitur. So I can speak of Archie's, for example, dog. Doesn't it tell that Archie's dog is something that actually exists? All that means is that it's something that quote unquote exists in the domain of discourse, quote unquote, Forco. So there's no parameters that says if we speak of X, that tells us a reference point of X. But instead, all I agree to is that logical contradictions are going to be something that can occur within fiction.
Right. So do you believe this is a logical contradiction? If not, it's logically possible. Then what is the limiting factor from it being in fiction? Because I know your belief is fiction is imagination. We can imagine all things that are logically possible.
What? Okay, no, it is not the case that we can
So
imagine all things.
I don't.
Hold on, let me clarify something. It is not the case that we can imagine all things that are logically impossible. That's by definition inconceivable. And then secondly, I'm not saying this thing is logically impossible, even though I do agree it's logically impossible. I'm saying that by my definition of abstract and by my definition of time, which I believe to be represented by conditionally, this character would be abstract. If it is stated or portrayed within your verse that metaphysical change can exist, then sure, Forko, you can have that statement. But I just believe it to be
Okay.
logically
Yes.
impossible.
So that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you believe it to be logically impossible. That's fine.
Yes, but Forko, remember, I'm not saying it cannot exist in fiction because it's logically impossible. I would just like extraordinary evidence for your verse having it, for example. So can we move on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so sure. So you just agree to Sagan standard, sure. So my character's abstract, correct?
Hello.
Yeah,
I
I hear you.
agreed
So my
to
character's
what,
abstract,
brother?
correct? You agree to Sagan standard.
What is Sagan standard? Oh.
It's gonna be
Oh
the.
no.
Do you want me to say it or did you recall it?
I thought it was gonna be like sug on my nuts. I thought I got hit with the D's nuts show. Sorry. Continue.
This nigga. So it's going to be the case that extraordinary claims, such as, for example, God exists, is going to require extraordinary evidence. I think that's going to be equivalent to saying that something logically impossible is occurring. I do agree and grant that it can occur in fiction. However, I believe I need some type of extraordinary evidence. So we can move on. You agree my character's abstract, correct?
Wait. I don't. We could talk about Sagan standard. So
Yeah, go on.
what? How is it in? Okay. Okay. First, I want to ask you, what do you think extraordinary evidence is?
Yeah, so it is not going to be the case that you can bring bits and pieces or microscopic facts, such as, well, within this random instance, this is going to cause some type of consistency or induction. But instead, I would like big pieces of evidence or big data sets to actually justify some type of likelihood or some type of definitiveness. That's what I mean. So
Oh,
I don't want microscopic
okay.
facts and I don't want small data sets.
So infinity, just due to how you view
Yeah.
your own penis size, we know that big is entirely subjective, right? So I want you to either give me a metric as to what
Yeah.
big sets of evidence would be, or drop this completely.
Yeah, so one, I don't need to drop anything. Secondly, I don't even know why you brought that up. So, secondly, systematically, there is going to be some type of threshold for induction because there is a fallacy called flawed induction. So it is not the case that you can say three examples out of, for example, 100 is going to be something that increases the likelihood of 100 having a specific nature by virtue of those three. So that's going to be non sequitur and a non point. So I'm going to ask you, what is the argument for why a data set of three is going to be a likelihood increasing argument for why 100 is likely to have that nature? Go ahead.
Okay, so the problem with this infinity, let's apply this to the actual verse. Let's say we're in DC, right? And they speak about metaphysical change. I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
let's say they speak about it 10 times. Say they speak about it 15 times. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
For the sake of the argument, let's say they speak about it 10 times. And I give you 7 times that they speak about it. And in those 7 times, it displays that metaphysical change is something that exists within the DC continuity, the
yeah,
DC cosmology.
yeah.
That would then be sufficient by your own metric, would it not?
No, so that's not going to be the same thing as me actually empirically verifying something. A claim is not going to be empirical evidence. So when someone makes a claim of X, for example, Forka, that is not going to be the same thing as me actually going out in the world and seeing X. I can have a posteriori knowledge of a tree being green because I go outside and I see a tree being green. That's not the same thing as me believing Archie when he says a tree is green. In comparison to the verse, it is not going to be the case that 10 claims are going to bring up some type of consistency because circumstantiality is going to be something that denies consistency. So if there is an external reason as to why they make this claim, it is not going to be consistent. Ergo, your conclusion does not logically follow. And if, let's say, there is no external reason, but instead they just make their claim, sure, they can believe that. I don't care about some random claim in fiction, for it. That's just going to be some type of arbitrary system you're going under.
Okay, so we know when characters speak, right? That they're trying to convey a narrative idea. Whether this narrative idea is the contrary of a claim, like they're trying to convey that a character is lying, i.e., a character says this is the case, but we find out later in another scene that this is not the case. We also have these contrary circumstances where a character claims something is the case. We know this character has knowledge. It is stated he has knowledge upon what he's reading, or he's viewing something. Like, let's say Animal Man goes up to the source. He's looking at the source and he's like, damn, I see mad dimensions in this hoe. That's literally
Wait,
him
so can I
verifying
respond to that?
something to be the case.
Can I respond to that?
I'm not finished, but
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's not him verifying something to not I mean, that's him verifying something to be the case, right? So yeah, in different contexts of claims within fiction, they could be lying, but I don't think we would take that to be the case unless evidence is shown because
Yeah.
characters
Okay.
speaking are
So
trying to convey a narrative.
of course, you can make the claim that, well, a character is going to be trying to convey a narrative every single time they make a claim. Obviously, they're trying to portray some type of narrative or idea. That's not something I'm trying to deny here. What I'm actually trying to put the point of contention to be is whether or not it's going to be a posteriori or a posteriori or a priori claim. So if it is the case it's a posteriori, then sure, I can accept it. But the reason why it is likely to not be an a posteriori claim is because you cannot visually conceive of or visually perceive of metaphysical things. So although within this debate, I do grant logically impossible things can occur within fiction, it is not the case that that means in every single scenario when there's a statement and there's a feat that contradicts it, that entails a logical contradiction, but instead it could just possibly mean that the statement is just wrong. If it is the case that it stated Goku beats Naruto, but we see on panel Naruto beats Goku, it either entails two outcomes in perspective of this debate. It's a logical contradiction, or it is the case that the statement is just wrong. Why isn't it just the case that the statement is just wrong, Forko? And also with the other thing, yeah,
Sure. So
meaning hold on, with the other thing, there's no argument as to why we should normatively assume something. You making a claim that, well, you have no evidence on your side, therefore normatively we would assume X. Sure, you can believe that, Forko. However, I can just say you have no evidence on your side, so I would just normatively assume Y. You're just going off of intuition. I don't care about intuition pumping. Like, it's so low tier. What the fuck? No Gios. Where's Forko? Can someone let Forko up on stage, please? Hello? Is Sasuke even in stage?
hey, hello? I need you to repeat like everything you just said. I accidentally hit my Siri button.
Oh, wait. Oh, my God. What did you not hear? Everything?
Like literally everything, bro.
Okay, I'm the one that brought up the context argument. I'm saying it's going to be relative to the context in perspective of it. If it's the claim is going to be a posteriori or if it's a priori. I agree with the case where if it's a posteriori, it can possibly be true. However, the point of contention is whether or not it's going to be the case that it's a logical contradiction or the statement can be wrong. Me granting the fact that logical contradictions can occur in fiction is not equivalent to me saying that every single time there's a statement and there's a feat and or statement that contradicts that statement, that entails a logical contradiction. All that means is that possibly it can entail a logical contradiction. However, possibly the statement could just be wrong. So if there's a statement of Goku beating Naruto, but we see on panel Naruto beats Goku, there is a dichotomy. It's either the case that the statement is wrong, or it's the case that it's a logical contradiction that it is both true and false at the same time. So why is it the case that you can actually verify the empirical evidence that you're trying to propose? And then with the other stuff, I'm just gonna stay up. Go ahead.
Okay, so first let's talk about a priori and a posteriori evidence. Um, are you using? Wait, what is your basis
Standard
to saying that
philosophical terms.
only? Yeah, I'm aware. What is your basis to saying only a pastori can attribute to Sagan standard? I'm not
I never said that
familiar with
only
the
a
blasphemy
posterior.
behind that.
Anyways, I don't. Okay, anyways. So one, you're gonna have to repeat that because you slipped under your breath. And secondly, I never said that Sagan standard is
I
gonna
did
be
not.
something that limits it. Anyways, it's gonna be something that limits it to a posteriori. You're strawmanning me.
Then what's your point of bringing up? Okay, so this segued from us talking about what is extraordinary evidence within Sagan standard. Why are we
Yeah.
talking about a priori and a posteriori? Why was it
Because
brought up?
Sagan standard is going to be a perspective thing. I'm not saying that Sagan standard generally is going to be something that limits it to a posteriori claims. I'm saying that prospectively, I would like a posteriori claims, ones that are just.
Okay, well, why do I fucking care? Okay, so
Yeah. So
I'll
if it is
agree
going
to
to be the
Sagan
case,
stand.
oh, you just asked me a question. Yeah. So if it
Oh
is the
well,
case that,
I'm not
for
done.
example,
I'll ask you the question again at the end when I'm done.
okay, go
So
ahead. You can go ahead and
my
lead into your
belief,
random question.
yeah, my belief is that I can agree to Sagan standard, but I don't give a fuck if you take it to be true by Sagan standard, because since big is subjective, you could deny 1,000 scans being Sagan standard. I think we should leave that up to our judge, Bridge, to decide if
Oh
it's
my God.
extraordinary evidence for. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
maybe you weren't following or something. I repeat this. So the Sagan standard point is not going to be what's determining what's big. I'm saying that the induction fallacy, for example, is going to be determining what's big. So we have things such as flawed inductions. It's drawing a general conclusion or likely conclusion off of insufficient data. I'm asking you, why is it the
What is
case
the
that, for
induction
example,
fallacy?
yeah, and I just defined it. Analytically, it's just going to be where you're drawing an
Redefine it.
insufficient conclusion anyways. It's going to be when you're drawing a conclusion off of insufficient data or evidence. I'm asking you, why is it the case that, for example, 3 instances of people making an a posteriori or a priori statement is going to be a likelihood increasing argument for your character actually doing some type of metaphysical feat. You repeating yourself is not an argument, so we can move on.
Yeah, okay. I believe I've already addressed this within narratives. We know. I'm not even gonna repeat my argument.
Yeah,
We
sure.
know
Okay,
we know
oh God.
authors. Yeah, hold on.
Wait.
But
You said
what
you
I
didn't want
will
to
say
repeat it. Let me
is,
respond to something else.
I'm not gonna repeat my argument.
Yeah, I know
I
that's
do
fine. So
have
let me
another
respond.
point
Oh,
to.
okay, go ahead.
Well, I was talking. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Anyway, yeah. You're fine. You're fine.
I know
Anyways,
I'm fine.
I
I'm cute as
think it's
fuck.
all right, bro. You can talk, bro. Continue to talk.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, so the reason why it's not going to be some arbitrary belief is because if you were to bring up a claim as evidence, for example, and you say, Sagan standard is going to be perspective. Therefore, my definition or my perspective is going to say that this is extraordinary. I'm just going to put into question the claim. It's completely fine. Sure, you can believe it's extraordinary, but I'm not going to accept the evidence or be compelled unless the evidence is adequate under my system, Forko. So
That's
give your
fine. My
argument.
goal is not to compel you; it's to compel the judge. That's cool.
No, evidence is going to be something as the evidence is going to be a reason as to why we should accept something. You're trying to give. I
I
didn't stutter
broke
a
the
single time
robot.
actually. Anyway, so it's going to be the
Broke the
case that
robot.
evidence, anyways, it's going to be the case that
Type
evidence
one
is
in
going to be
chat if I
defined
broke the
as,
robot.
anyways, it's going to be the case that evidence is defined as a reason as to why we should accept something. So if you're trying to give evidence to me, you're trying to give me a reason as to why we should accept something or why I should accept something. Ergo, the conclusion follows that you're trying to convince me, Forko. So you just created a non-point
I
again.
don't.
Also, secondly, shut
So
up. Also, anyways, if you don't justify
nice.
your evidence, even in perspective of the debate, you would
Nice.
lose.
I'd
So
like
we
to
can move
find
on.
moderation.
You're the one that cut me off. What are you talking about? You were
I'd
aping.
like to find moderation.
You can like that, my nigga. I like bitches. Like, okay.
We agreed. Hello, we agreed that if either of us wants moderation midway through this debate, we'd stop the debate and find some.
I'm not
I am
disagreeing with you
cool.
currently, bro. Can you please track? I never disagree with this. I'm just saying you're the
Whatever,
one
bro.
spurging, so it's kind of funny. Like,
Are you cool with BB moderating?
nope.
Cool with Sinner moderating?
Shinra?
Sinner.
Yes, I am actually cool with Center. Can y'all let him up?
Yeah, let's Sinner up.
Hello, Center.
They haven't let him up yet.
Talking one shot. Do you want this Cash Law dude to moderate?
No, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Okay.
Could Cash Law actually be removed from the stage? And Loon B? Hello?
I don't have perms, so. Anyways, is Sakazuki in here?
I'd be completely fine with someone giving Infinity perm so we can move these people down, as long as he agrees not to mute me and let some
I'm not
moderator
gonna
do that.
mute you. I'm not gonna mute you. Wait,
Yeah, give Infinity
Center,
perm.
are you there? Center, are you there? Thanks, Rewind. Wait, do you agree to Rewind moderating?
I don't know who that is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, are you cool with Kai moderating?
Kai? I don't know who that is.
He's in the stage. You were cool with naming random people from in the stage earlier. Are you not cool with that anymore?
I don't know if he's random to you.
He's not.
Okay, thanks. So he wasn't random. And we can have Taiwan moderate.
You.
Bro, I'll mod if anyone else don't want to do it, but bro, censor. Like nobody else wants to do it.
I
Just come up.
don't want Taiwan to do it. Yeah, Cinder, no one wants to do it, bro.
Like, bro, we
Taiwan
already
would've been
discussed
fine,
20,000 times. Yo, my head hurts too in censor, bro. Just mod. Like we've been cordial, or at least I have.
My head also hurts. I have a stuffy nose. I don't want to.
Wait. Why not you just use like Opal?
No, censor.
Cool
Can you
with
mod?
moderating?
I'm not cool.
Or he may also offer. You guys found that?
I don't want
Archie, bro. Are you serious, bro? Like,
bro, the 20-year-old wants to moderate. Why not?
My bad, bro.
Let him live his adult fantasy as a Discord debater.
My bad. Grown ass man who shows up during all my debates to critique every single thing I say, bro. Was apparently excelling.
This nigga just randomly set Bridges' face talking about some. He posted it so I could post it. Yo, this gay ass nigga.
All right, bro. Hey,
Oh,
Cynthia, can
shit.
you come up and moderate? Bro, why are y'all hating on Raheem? I'm fine with that.
No, what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, bro, just
Someone Timmy to
get Censor up.
bro.
Censor, hurry up, please. I don't have time. Censor, bro, come on.
I also don't have time. My phone is about to die, bro. I'm at
Hey, y'all,
20%.
let Censor up. Someone has to put his hand up.
Yeah, I'm completely fine with Cinder moderating. Also want Archimedes off the stage after the mod is brought up.
I don't know what you just said, but I'm just missing that.
Hello?
We hear you.
So I want you. Yeah. I want you.
Oh,
to
my
say
shit is
your
on
point
21.
Before, I called for moderation. My shit's on 20, bro.
I mean, you're the one that was interjecting me, but
well,
what's the last thing you heard?
I'll address. Yeah. I can address the thing I heard, but I want to
I'm
make
just
sure
not
I
going to
know
repeat
the
it if you
argument,
don't
so
tell
I
me.
don't leave any stone
You have to
unturned.
you have to reference.
The last
you have
thing
to
I
reference
heard,
at least similar to what you heard, or else I'm just not going to repeat it.
Yeah, the last thing I heard was you saying that you're debating me, so you're trying to provide evidence to me as well.
Yeah, sure. So it's going to be the case that analytically, all evidence is a reason as to why we should accept something. So you're trying to present the evidence to me, ergo, you're trying to compel me by definition. Now, let's say I agree with your interpretation of what a debate is going to be for, and you're not trying to convince me, but instead you're trying to convince the judge or the audience. If that's going to be the case, it has to be sufficient or adequate evidence and perspective of the judge. So if I put this a question and claim, you give no evidence for the claim, by definition, and by virtue of what a debate is, you will lose that points because you have no evidence.
Sure, you could pose a question, but if I provide sufficient reasoning or what I view to be sufficient reasoning, and you go, "Oh, I don't think that's sufficient," then guess who would decide if it's sufficient? Bridge. That's all I was saying.
That's not going to be the same thing as me explaining why it isn't sufficient. I think, therefore, it is the case. Is not the same thing. I think because X is the case.
But do you think you can make a "I think, therefore it is the case" claim within a debate? We're arguing over.
Maybe you didn't
characters'
listen,
thoughts
but I'll
here.
say it again, Forko. I said, I think, therefore, it is. It's going to be distinct from I think because X is the case. Because is an indicator
Yeah,
for
that's
reasoning about to
completely
be
fine.
proposed,
I never
Forko.
distinguished.
So if it is
I
the case
never
that I put into
conflated those
question
two.
anyway, so if it is the case that I put into question your points and you give no evidence at all, for example, then you would lose that point because your evidence or your claim is not justified.
Yeah, there was never any disagreement. You're punching a wall. I'm saying
I'm not
that if
punching a
I
wall.
do
I'm
give
speaking to you.
evidence and reasoning, I'm
There's
saying
no
if I
wall in
do
front
give
of me.
evidence and reasoning, hello, moderator, can he be muted? I'm trying to get my argument.
Yes, it's logically
So,
possible for me to be muted.
can he be muted? Okay.
Yes, it's possible.
Center is on
I
the
hope
stage because he's
I hope you
moderating.
know Center probably doesn't have perms.
Someone
let
just
Center
put
up.
Center up and then didn't give him perms? Archie, put Center up and then give him BC mod perms. Yeah, I'm giving Infinity strokes on live TV. Then I'm about to go to his bed and make 15. I take that back, indeed. Oh, yeah, I'm cooking. Yo, y'all want to hear Infinity's music?
Anyway,
Yo,
so you can
you
give your
cool if I play
argument.
some music in the background?
Nigga, give your argument, bro. I don't have time. I got bro, let me see
Moderator,
my
are
shit.
you cool if I play some music in the
My
background?
shit's on 90%, bro. Go.
All right, I'll put that shit on in a minute. But first, yeah, Infinity, again, you're punching a wall. The problem with what you're saying right now
There's
is
no
that I
wall in
never
front of me.
disagreed. Can someone mute him, please?
Nigger.
I'm losing my
Dead
mind.
boy.
I'm losing
Dead.
my mind. He's saying racial slurs. Okay, thank you.
shit was
Jesus
bugging out,
Christ, this guy's saying racial slurs. All right, so I
Chill,
do
the
not
racial
have a
slurs is crazy.
disagreement. I do not have a disagreement, Infinity, with you going, this is not the case, and then me not addressing it, ending up resulting in me in a loss if the judge says that is the thing. But if I provide evidence, right, and then you go, I don't believe that evidence is good because X, X, and X, and then I go, I believe the evidence is good because X, X, and X, I am leaving that up to the judge. The judge decides whether X, X, and X in my case or X, X, and X in your case makes more logical sense, which one is logically valid. and therefore would get the win or the point over another. I don't have disagreement with not addressing something resulting in a loss. I understand that if you don't address a point, you lose the point if a guy provides evidence to why his claim is the case. I understand that. I understand how debates work. I'm not an idiot. You can let him talk now, and I'll mute myself. That's the respect I'm going to give you, Infinity. I won't say racial slurs to you because I'm not an ape.
Well, I actually don't understand if you have an understanding of how debate works, but we can move on. I don't think you said anything relevant. It's just going to be the case that if I put into question why a specific threshold of induction has been met, then you're going to have to give some type of justification. When I say adequate justification, obviously I'm referring to some type of system. However, you can just this law of the word adequate, it doesn't need to be adequate in perspective at all. It can just be evidence. I don't know why you're so posed up on that point. So we can move on. My character's abstract, nigga. He's just like that.
All right, cool. Is that all the scaling you want to present for your character as of now?
So do you agree with this, Kelly?
I'll steal in it. Is that all the evidence?
That's not what
you
his
wanna,
stillman is. I don't know why
like,
this calm
put
thinks
forward?
and just I don't know why this calm just misrepresents what the stillman is. But anyways, so this my character has a scaling. If you don't attack, it's just gonna go through overall, and then I can present other scaling for
Yeah,
my
sure,
character's
that's
physical
fine.
avatar.
Completely
Okay,
fine.
sure.
Completely fine.
Okay, sure. So my character has telekinesis, his true or his physical form. You agree with that?
Telekinesis, as in moving
Yeah.
physical objects?
Yep. Through his mind, through his immaterialistic mind.
Sure.
Okay.
That
It's
doesn't
gonna
mean
be
I
the
agree
case
with
that
the telekinesis having no limitations. Do you
I don't
believe
know
the
what you mean by that,
telekinesis
but
has no
anyway, wait,
limitations?
Forko, let me explain something. So if it's going to be the case that our characters are on a three-dimensional plane and your character has no bypass to telekinesis, then my character's telekinesis can work. Can we clarify that? Is that okay? You agree with that?
So, sure, yeah, sure.
Okay,
My character's in
good.
a three-dimensional. That's gay.
Hey, Sasuke, are you still recording?
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't stop it just because the stage got deleted. Did someone
Yo,
remake a stage?
I don't care. We can just continue.
hey
As long as
Forka.
oh my
I don't
god,
want
he
to debate
Man, my ass.
in
shut
VC
up.
where
Okay,
people can be unmuted, bro.
y'all niggas just like, what is
It's just
wrong
gonna
with
lead to
y'all, bro?
spur.
Yeah, make a stage.
Yeah,
Bro, don't make a stage.
you know how this shit can get, bro. Be
Like these niggas
be
retarded.
realistic.
They my physical avatar's
Yeah,
character. Yep.
sure. hmm
Oh shit.
Do you agree that the sword is metaphysical and has narrative erasure?
Nope, it's just a regular
Yes.
sword, mercenary sword.
Oh, I would agree to it. But cool.
Oh, do you agree with that?
No, not anymore.
This nigga.
Can everyone on the stage who's not supposed to be up here get put down, bro? Why is Cash Law and J Bands on the sword? Bro, who is J Bands?
My character's all right, chill. My character's physical avatar has soul manipulation. Do you agree?
Soul manipulation. Define soul manipulation.
It's just gonna be he can interact with souls, which are non-physical.
What is a soul?
A soul is gonna be a spiritual entity, which is non-physical in the context of berserk.
Sure.
Okay. Do you agree that at least my character is mountain level? His physical avatar, at least.
No.
Okay, I
You
got
provide
you.
scaling.
Got you.
I actually don't think this mountain level, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I got you.
Do you have a little calc or is it just a direct feed?
It's a calc. PVC scans.
Bro, they literally locked me out of my own crib, bro. I'm about to blow a gasket. Let me see.
There you go.
I'm not reading that, bro. Yeah, for now I agree to it, bro.
I'm all right for saying that my character's mountain level. What? Like these niggas just be talk. I swear to God, I'm not debating in this server, bro. Like what? Anyways, bro. Like what? Like Archie, do you see this?
No, he's rad, bro. He's overscaling his character.
Anyways,
All right, is that the
So
scaling?
wait,
Are you done?
no. Do you agree philosophy exists in the verse?
What?
Do you agree philosophy exists in the verse?
Dude, you're a fucking loser.
I'm not a loser. I'm
I
actually
agree that
agree philosophy exists.
philosophies can exist in the verse, yeah.
I don't know what you mean by can. Philosophies do exist in the verse. It's going to be proof by contradiction. If it's the case that philosophy doesn't exist in the
Define
verse, as in
philosophy.
logic, yeah, philosophy is going to be the study of everything. So let's limit it down to logic, for example. So it's going to be proof by contradiction. If it is the case
Yeah,
that
sir.
logic
Philosophy
does,
exists in the verse if you define
okay,
it. Oh, there's
sure,
no need to argue on. Yeah.
yeah, okay, sure. So that's going to be it for now. For now. So you can go into your scaling for now.
Okay. Let's start off with my boy Animal Man. His
Pretty sure it's a
AP
girl.
Tang, man. It is a dude.
You can think that.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? Ute?
It's the problem.
Give me a second. I gotta get to my scan server.
Problem with you
Let's
niggers.
see. Animal Man.
Yo,
All right,
Moose, we're
if he calls me
gonna
a
ask
racial
you to
slur one more
refrain
time,
from
I'm
that.
tearing this bitch out.
Yeah, bro.
People get hate too.
No, I'm literally white, bro. Archie, you're the darkest person in stage. Get your black ass down. What the fuck do you join BC for, bro? I'm not Indian. I'm not Indian. I'm not.
You cannot use the double gulp cup for the fucking Slurpee.
What the fuck is he saying, bro? Hello? Okay, so.
It's impossible character to just have or some shit.
Yeah, Animal Man. Animal Man can absorb powers from animals.
Yeah, certain types of animals, yeah, sure. I don't know what you mean by absorb power, but I'm just gonna say that he can copy a trait. Sure.
Characteristics. Yeah. Traits and
Yeah, he
characteristics.
can
That's
have
fine.
some type of characteristic, sure.
And then he can lift a car with one hand.
Okay.
Do you have a problem with him
Maybe.
lifting a car with one hand? Okay.
What type of car
All
is
right,
it?
let me go down the list.
Is it like a Ford? Because if it's just a Ford, then I don't agree with that. But if it's like a regular car, then like, sure. If it's like one of those cheap ass Lamborghinis, I got you.
It's like a sedan. It's like a sedan.
No, I don't agree with that. Yeah. Those are too heavy.
All right, well, I'll just concede that point. GG.
All right.
So any power he absorbs, he can use it for up to 35 minutes in his normal form.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not 34.99 minutes?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man.
You can send that panel, bro.
Sure.
And wait, how do we know that daylight saving time doesn't exist in the verse? So what they consider to be 35 minutes can't possibly just be 100 minutes? Let me stop. I just hit your panel, bro.
Yeah. I'm not a rat, guys. I'm just
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, you can have that, bro. I'm just kidding. What was the argument?
Okay. Yeah, you can absorb, animal powers for up to 35 minutes.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
In his base form. And
Whoa! In his base form, what does that mean?
Oh, we can. He has like further forms. I'll get into that in a little. I haven't asserted that yet. I'll assert that in a minute. Even though I just asserted that, but like I'll assert it in.
No, you can think that, bro. I don't know what you mean by that. Since daylight saving time is a thing.
All right.
You live in like India, so 1 minute for you is like 5 hours for me.
Character can kind of just walk outside of comic book panels. And
What did you just say?
What did you say? You have a problem with that?
What
character can just like walk outside of like comic book panels and then go into limbo. Yeah, bro.
I don't know what limbo is, but you can show the panels real quick.
Limbo
is it like a visual feed? Because I'm not about to read a statement.
You can tell by just looking at it.
I bet. Is it like Gwenpool?
Kinda. In the scan server, I literally describe it as Gwenpool's this bitch.
I mean, I don't really understand this. I can just take a manga book, put it on the floor, and I can walk over it. Like, that's what you're going to show.
Congrats if you're scaling yourself, brother.
Yeah.
Where do you scale to? Fat as fuck?
Oh no. Shit. No, not really.
Broke as a bitch?
Probably.
Alright, so nigga.
Dick up in my stomach. Dick up in your stomach.
It's a nigga. I have bad Wi-Fi.
I'm glad you do. Anyways.
It's still
Are
sending.
you not going to defeat my prior point?
What's your prior point?
I take a book, tap on that shit. Doesn't mean that I scale above it or anything like that. Or not above it. Doesn't mean I have any like actual scaling. Just like that. I have enough force to walk. Sure.
I just think he can exist in limbo. That's the claim I'm making right now.
I literally don't know what that is, bro. Like I can do the limbo too, my nigga. I can go
Get
low as
into
fuck.
it.
Like that doesn't mean anything to me. Like, but
We can get into it.
yeah, you could think that.
It's sending currently.
You said that 20 years ago, bro.
Just check VC scans, bro. It says sending. It's no longer like a thingy.
There's no check mark.
What does that mean?
That means I cannot check it. This is not Twitter. Anyways. On God, also.
Is Forko trolling because he knows he
Dick
lost
up in
over
your
scaling
stomach,
limbo?
nigga. Dick
Hello?
up in your stomach.
So he can exist in limbo. As you see, just like
Wait, what
tapping
is
people's
this? What
shoulders
is this
saying,
supposed to
"What
mean?
the fuck, bro?"
Wait, that's Animal Man?
That's a
I
fake
thought that was
panel.
Superman
Hello?
from Marvel. Oh, that's a fake panel.
What
Can
you
you
just
show
said?
that? Wait, is
Hello?
that
What are
actually
you
a fake
talking
panel
about,
or are you
bro?
trolling? Hold on, I'm just looking at scans. Is that
No,
actually a
like
fake
that.
panel or y'all trolling? Yeah,
No,
he said he's a fake
I'm
panel,
being
so go
dead
ahead
ass
and
with
show me
you.
that actually exists in the fucking verse, nigga.
That's so lame, bro. Like dead ass, it's a real panel.
Oh, you must be right then. Okay. So yeah, so what are you trying to get from this?
Are you
That he
actually
exists in
saying it's
limbo?
fake? Because then I have to
No,
go
I'm
through the
just
panel and
saying,
follow.
like, I don't know. They're saying that
All
that
right,
shit's fake, but shit, you said it's true, so it must
Bro,
be the
only
case.
one nigga said it's fake. Everybody else said it's real, bro. Ever
Yeah,
since
I don't see why
fucking
he would just randomly lie though. But, hey, put it
my
on your
nigga, are you
mama that this
serious?
is
The
fake.
random trolls
do
in
you have
chat
a
and
problem with
randomly
it? Like,
lie.
prove it, bro. Like, cause that's gay,
I
bro.
don't know, bro. I don't know. Stop, bro. Calm down, bro. I don't chill. I'm a minor. Chill.
Infinity, you're literally trolling it out, bro. Can
Yo,
you
chill,
lock
bro.
in and
Chill. I'm
believe?
not a troll. I'm a human, like I said. But anyways, so what are you trying to get with the limbo shit?
So limbo exists above the sphere of gods. The sphere of gods holds the concepts of space and time.
So a god is a spear.
The sphere of gods, where the gods reside.
Okay, send the statement about the spirit of God's holding the concept of space and time. That cannot be the case. To hold something means that you're holding it in place, for example. Therefore, connotatively, there's going to be some type point in space. What the fuck?
Okay.
Nigga, I'm shivering out here. Wait, I just explained why it's a contradiction. Are you going to continue that?
I want to read the panel before I say anything.
Okay.
Deep space limbo.
Well, can I just explain something real quick to you?
You can
It's
keep talking,
correlated
but
to.
I'm really not gonna
It's
say anything
correlated.
until
Yeah, I love talking. It's correlated to the claim, not the panel.
I can tell.
You can't tell anything. I can tell you though.
Yeah, the
She
claim
called
might
me
be
Pluto.
refined when I see the panel. That's why I'm looking at the panel first, buddy.
You could think that.
Whatever that means.
She called me Pluto. Hey, I put my dick out. See a little kid, what I'm gonna do though? Pull it out in her ass like a.
I'd say he's
I
gonna
make
put
her
a
get on
dick
her
in a little
knees.
kid, bro. He's losing
I
it.
make her get on her all fours. That bitch, she look like a poo though. I gotta skid up. He looking like Scooby, nigga. He like 3Ks. My nigga know that we pull up with that mask. Nigga like 3 days. Kill a nigga in like 3 days. Nigga really got 3 saves. Wait, I see Forko. Then I rape him. What you mean? I'm about to tape him. I'm just about to put my rope and then is that what's. Anyways,
This is the worst shit I've ever heard in my life.
yeah, you could think
Yeah,
that.
please don't do that again.
Anyways,
I'll just argue for limbo for now because I
they
can't
gonna
figure
call
out.
me
I can't find
Archie
my
because I like cutting girls.
spear
Anyways, what
gun.
you say?
I said I'll
What'd you
just
say?
argue for limbo for now.
What'd you say, Forko?
I'll just argue for limbo for now.
What'd you say, Forko?
So limbo.
What'd you say, Forko?
Yeah, bro. I'm just gonna argue for limbo now, man.
What'd you say, Forko? Oh, you want to argue for limbo? That's what I heard from the voices. Yeah, I got you. Send your argument, bro. Go ahead.
Got you, man.
Thanks, bro. You're so nice.
So, yeah, you're welcome, man. Felt like being nice. But the limbo is this like place where author resides, Grant Morrison.
I don't know what means.
Grant.
This guy's sped, bro. I'm not gonna
Sped.
sit
I'm
here
talking
and
slow right now. That makes no sense. But anyways, give your argument.
you're sped as hell. Yeah, so
I'm
the
not sped.
limbo
I'm
is this
talking slow. I
place
just said
where
that.
so the limbo is he get muted. The limbo is this place
Yes,
where
it's logically
narrative
possible.
causality exists, right?
Bro, all
It's
right,
written.
hold on, bro. All right, go ahead, bro. I think it's true, bro. Nigga, waste my fucking time.
Yeah, I do, Afro. You can send it to me in DMs, but they have Tom in verse. So the limbo, this place where Grant Morrison lives, right, and he writes the stories and the narratives of the lower dimensions in DC. We see these lower dimensions contain people like Superman and Ultraman, and these guys are under the control of Grant Morrison. I'm gonna send all of the um, evidence to back that claim up. You can
All right,
unmute
I'm on
Kennedy
mute.
now.
Yeah, so in response to what you just said, I don't know what you mean by lower dimension. If he's writing it, that means there's ink. If there's ink, that means there's going to be some type of 3 dimensions because ink has 3 dimensions. But anyways, so if it is the case that you're just going to argue that your character is a higher dimensional being, I think that's not narratively shown at all. So
What do you mean?
pick up in your stomach. Pick up in your stomach. I'm about to fuck Apollo. That nigga look like.
Yo, what the fuck did I just say, bro? Stop doing that shit.
Why
That
did
shit
he just
ass.
run it?
So, yeah, my sister tweaking in the background.
Yeah, you can think that.
Hit that shit. Keep
How she
rapping, nigga.
geeking. She want to call me DDG because I got to keep my shit no geeking. She really say that I just got to beacon. Call me Moose because I really be beacon. Wait, nigga, I'm talking about PFP. These niggas, they really can't fuck with me. You think that this how much you know that she the bitch she talking. He was just so ugly. That nigga really so ugly. I got my mug. My nigga, you know that she just need a hug. Pull up on me and you look like a bug. No fucking Shino. That nigga look like a Reno. Wait, call him Summers because he got jumped. Then it look like he about to hump. I'm about to hump my dog, nigga. I'm about to fuck that dog, nigga. I'm about to eat some bacon. All these niggas, they taking. These niggas talking that shit, but we just pull up with them raking. Yeah, we taking them leaks, huh? Yeah, we taking them leaks, huh? All these niggas, they think that they me, but they're not really me, huh? These niggas really want to talk that shit. Pull up on me with a beat, huh? I gotta keep my pole, huh? That nigga look like a hoe. Call me Summers because we swing our fucking poles like
I'm
we
about to
chase.
kill
These
myself.
niggas
This
talking
shit
all
is
that shit, call his
ass.
face, nigga. That nigga looking like a bitch in his face, nigga. I'm a nut on his face. It look like toothpaste, nigga, because it look like teeth. That nigga look like me. You know what? No, he looks like a child that was raped abusively. Anyways, your argument?
Hey, y'all know etiquette? That nigga about to make me pull fucking etiquette. That was ass, my nigga.
Look,
Yo, get up my dick.
so I'll go ahead and read this out to you. Establishing a shot of Arkham Asylum under a tormented, tortured sky. Leaves whirl madly on a mad wind. There are windows of the asylum.
Wait, whoa. Go back.
Feverish
Whoa,
lights.
whoa. Go back. Whoa. What do you mean by a world on a mad wave? How can worlds be on water? Fuck.
Leaves whirls on a mad wind. Are you
I don't know
retarded?
what that means. Whoa.
Yo, this guy, man. This
What
guy.
does that mean? I'm so confused.
Infinity, can we
Can someone
debate,
competent
bro?
like
Because both
Nemesis
of us
come up
have
here?
low battery. We both
I
have low
don't know, bro. You're
battery. Can
using
we
like, bro,
debate
stop,
today?
bro. No, stop, bro. You're scaring me. Stop. You're using words that I don't understand, bro. Stop.
Okay, brother. Tight close up on keys of word processor. The letters on the keyboard are waiting to combine to become words, ideas, a story.
Ooh,
Arkham
okay.
Interiors,
Continue.
full figure, a shot, and now no sleep,
Okay.
psycho pirate, standing up
Ooh.
at the door in the dining. Can he get
Ooh.
muted?
Ooh. I'm agreeing with you. Can we continue, please?
No, can you get muted?
Can you read the rest of the story? I don't care about the denotative definitions.
I will once you get muted. You muted?
Yeah, me, man.
All right. And this guy said he wasn't a Spurg, bro. Look at this. Regardless, the memories are now escaping from the pirate's head and taking flesh and blood form. In effect, the crisis is reversing itself. The infinite alternative Earths are hemorrhaging into existence from the mind of the psycho pirate. Move in for a head and shoulders close-up of the psycho pirate. Unsurprisingly, he looks a little confused and ill. He goes, I know, but whatever. I don't care what he says. This is Grant Morrison, and he's writing down and controlling the causal events of the lower dimension in DC. Lower Earth, lower realm, whatever you want to call it, he is controlling the causal events. Do you have a problem with this?
You gonna mute him?
You're gonna mute him. Yeah.
You just let this nigga make 20,000 claims. So in response to the first argument, for some reason, anyways, you didn't elaborate on the first argument. So I'm just gonna debunk that real quick. So in response to the first argument, it's not going to be the case that these are just different higher dimensional, for example, panels or something along those lines. What is this going to be is that you have a three-dimensional.
I never made that claim.
Anyways, can you mute him, please, Center?
I'll mute myself.
Yeah, so it's not going to be the case that these are high dimensional planes, but instead it's going to be that you have the third dimension where they reside, and then they write comic books, which are two-dimensional things fictitiously, not just on the display, because obviously ink, pixels, all that shit has the 3 dimensions. But let's say by virtue of the concept, it should be something that's two-dimensional, and then the book within that book would also be two-dimensional prospectively. So it's not going to be higher dimensional planes in retrospect to, like, for example, a character being a character being 8D or 9D or anything like that. It's just going to be your character being three-dimensional here, which my character is also three-dimensional. His physical avatar is, so you have no scaling. With the causation shit, I want you to explain the correlation real quick.
So yeah, okay. In the scan itself, Grant Morrison is typing on a keyboard. The things you are typing are happening to Psycho Pirate. It's pretty apparent by the scan.
Wait, are you just saying that he typed it and then it happened? Like, I agree that he's writing the story.
Yeah.
If you mind. I can write the story too.
Yeah,
Doesn't
sure,
mean anything. Doesn't mean that I'm 5-dimensional. I can write stories that have stories within stories. That doesn't mean anything.
Congrats, fatty. I never made that claim.
Yeah, sure. I'm first. I'm
either.
not fat. I don't.
So,
yeah, wait.
No, I wasn't done talking.
Yo,
you literally allowed me.
I was the one talking first.
I am chill. Anyways,
I was the one talking first.
I was literally talking.
Wait,
you gave an argument. I
responded.
You asked a question, and then mid me answering the question, I
didn't ask the question.
I was talking.
I didn't ask a question that required an answer. I asked a leading question, then I elaborated. You allowed me to elaborate. I just didn't finish for the other part.
No, the question you asked me was to explain the correlation, which guess what does require.
I didn't deny there being a question. I said that a leading question is going to be distinct from a question that requires an answer. I gave a leading question to go into my elaboration of the argument.
How it requires an answer.
Yes, you can believe that, but you didn't actually explain why it requires an answer. That's just a claim.
You
can think that, so we can move on.
Just shut up.
It's not going to be necessary at all. It's not going to be the case that it's not going to be the case that in all possible worlds this thing is going to be required. I don't know.
Man, pretty chill, bro.
I'm not saying it's a necessary existence. I'm saying it's.
Alright, bro, chill, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit don't matter that much. Like, niggas are not gonna argue about like what the fuck the question was. Just let fucking Forko finish, and then just like finish your response, bro. I'm not gonna do this shit where we take 30 minutes or some meta shit.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go. Also, you don't need to say it's necessary for existence for it to be necessary.
So,
but
bro, shut up.
There's linguistical necessity.
Bro, shut up, nigga. Shut up.
I'm trying to. All right, bro. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ, please meet him. Anyways, tight close up on keys of a word processor. The letters on the keyboard are waiting to combine to become.
Are you just gonna repeat yourself?
The claim I made with this. I'm answering the question, bro. Can he catch a mute?
I don't. Go ahead, bro.
Jesus Christ, brother.
And no, I can't catch a mute. It's physical.
What he's doing? What he's okay. Center.
My nigga, he's muted.
Okay. So, what the claim I was making with this scan was that he is controlling the story, the narrative causality, the events that are happening within the narrative. That is the claim that I made. There. I will mute myself now.
Nice, you let him repeat himself. So in response to the claim you just made, so one, you don't have to have an ontological necessary existence. You can have linguistical necessities. So I don't understand why you brought that point up. And also in response to the claim you just made, sure, this is something that I did not deny. So you just went on to your relevant ramble like you've been doing this entire debate. It can be the case that he can write the narratives or fictional verses within his verse. That's completely fine. My character can also do that. He can there's cops. Yeah, my character can also do that. He can just get a pen and paper, write some fucking narrative, and sure, in perspective of fiction or fictitiously, he can have narrative causation or some causation manipulation. If that's your definition, I don't care about that. There's no argument as to why that can be translated to the hypothetical verse. I'm not shadow boxing. There's no shadow to box. It's just me.
Sure. So to address every point one by one, that I hope I can do without interruption because I just gave you that charity
Go
and
ahead,
courtesy.
Forko.
When I said something is necessary, you replied by saying it is not necessary because it does not exist in all possible worlds, which entails a necessary existence. I'm aware that necessary and necessary existence can mean two different things. They could also mean the same thing depending on how you use it. Like if I say God is a necessary being, yes, that would be entailing necessary existence, but I was clarifying that in my argument, that was not what I meant. So that was a relevant ramble. Second, I am not trying to scale my character yet. We are getting into cosmology. So when you make these claims, this doesn't mean that 8D equals this, or he's above a 7D character because of this. You are effectively arguing against a brick wall. That's not what I'm arguing for. I'm trying to show you that Grant Morrison, within Limbo, controls the events below on the lower levels of the cosmology. That is
Okay,
entirely it so far. I have not asserted any other claim.
Okay, so maybe like you're not tracking or something. I'm not saying that you're making any argument about your character scaling. What I'm doing is clarifying what I agree to. You're taking it step by step, Forko. So what am I going to do? I'm going to answer step by step, Forko. So I never said it's not going to be the case that your character scales to Y. What I said was I'm going to agree to X, for example. However, under the baseline or presupposition that is going to be determined as Y. So all I'm doing is agreeing to X thing with clarification. That's simple. I don't see how you can't understand that. Also, I never said it's not the case that this thing is necessarily the case in all possible worlds, or it exists in all possible worlds. What I said was this thing is not the case in all possible worlds. So it's referring to linguistical necessities, not just ontological necessities, which are going to be distinct for it, if you even know what that is. So what you just said is also irrelevant tangent. We can move on.
Cool.
We are debating character versus character, dumbass. I just scaled my character.
So cool. Anyways, I would like you to define ontological whatever you just said.
Yeah, sure.
Other
So it's
words
going to
you
be
said, because you're right. I do not know what they mean.
yeah. So it's going to be so ontological status is going to be relation to the existential level of a character, for example. So it's going to be in relation to their existence, and the linguistical status is going to be referential to some type of descriptive manner or some type of just language. So
Okay, and
we
how
have
does
things
that
such as
correlate?
linguistical. Yeah, so I was just clarifying once again to what I was agreeing to. We have things such as linguistical necessities, which can be that all bachelors are unmarried men. That's going to be linguistically necessary. While an ontological necessity would be God exists. If I were to presuppose that God is a necessary being, so we can move on.
Sure. So you don't have a problem with me saying I was using a linguistical necessity rather than an ontological necessity.
You're
You don't
not
have a
following. We
problem
can
with
move on.
that? Why are we
We can move
arguing
on.
over it? Okay, cool.
We can move on.
Wait,
You,
Sam, let the
Yeah,
nigga
sure.
finish. Let the
I'm
nigga
fine with
finish. Let
that.
the
So
nigga
you
finish.
literally
Like,
stopped talking. What the
yes.
fuck?
Hello, I'm agreeing to move on. Stop speaking.
I know you
So
were. I'm the
you
one that I was trying
agree
to move
that
on.
Grant
Center.
I know.
Morrison.
Wait. Hold on.
You're
Chill.
cutting
I was just trying
out
to
a
make
second.
sure because the nigga started speaking like loud as fuck. I couldn't hear you.
All right, we can move on. So yeah. So what's your next line of point, bro? What's your point?
So
Nigga.
you agree that Grant Morrison control. I am. You agree
I
that
agree with
Grant
everything I
Morrison
said. I
controls
agree.
the
Every single
events?
time I agree to something,
Yeah.
I made sure to state it explicitly.
Sure. Regardless, I don't think you addressed my reasoning if you didn't agree to that, so it's fine. We can continue.
You can think
So
that.
Grant Morrison is the author in Limbo, and in Limbo, you control the realms that are under Limbo, which would be the DC universe. That is the point I
Oh my
asserted.
god.
That is what I have proved with my scans. I will now be moving on.
Oh my god.
So Animal
Okay,
Man
wait, Judge, real quick. Let
goes
me
into
clarify something for
Limbo.
the judge. So, Judge, just for clarity, he just repeated himself. So it's not the point of contention is whether or not he's controlling all of the DC universe instead of there just being levels of fictitious actions to the DC universe. For example, you have Berserk. Sure, within the overarching narrative of Berserk, we can give Griffith a pen and paper, and he can create another story called Berserk. That doesn't entail an actuality. That's going to be the actual Berserk where the Griffith resides in, for example. So that's just not an argument. That's all I'm agreeing to. So we can move on. So what's your next line of scaling?
Yeah, so no. Anyways, we're gonna talk about that because you never had any disagreements with it being the
Said
DC
that 30
universe. But
times.
I'll explain to you why. I'll explain to you why it's the DC universe. So this is a previous panel to the other panels where it literally talks about the universe and the multiverse being rewritten by imagination. Contextually, we could take that as, oh, Grant Morrison ends up rewriting something in the next panel. What does that mean? Oh, the DC universes are getting rewritten in limbo. And
Okay, in response to what you just said,
also,
sure. If
because
you
limbo
literally
is where
just
dead
stopped.
stories
Oh my
and
god,
narrative.
Well, my nigga, just wait, calm
I'm not
down, bro,
done.
Finny, bro. You be
I'm not
jumping
done.
I
like
literally
every 2
just
minutes.
stopped talking. What the fuck?
Wait, I know. I'm just saying, just chill, my nigga, because I'm saying like for
I'm
future
telling him to go.
reference.
I literally
I
just
know.
stopped
I'm
talking so
saying
we
for
could go.
future reference, my nigga. As soon as the niggas like pauses for like a second, like you're ready, to, like jump in. I'm saying, just chill, bro. Relax.
Oh, yes, I'm ready to give an argument
It's
because
cool. I'll let him
think of
have his
arguments at the
talking
stop.
space while my
All right,
stance
sure,
ends.
bro.
That's
Sure,
fine.
my nigga. Sure, you are.
I don't even know what he just said, but I'm just missing that. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
go.
in
Wait,
response to
restate what you said, Forko. Just restate what you said.
he can restate it after, bro. In response to the argument he just
I
gave,
said I said I'm cool with you talking. That's all I said.
I'm also cool when we talking. Anyways, in response to the argument you just gave, yes, I understand the claim, brother. That doesn't mean anything. I agree that imagination is going to be fiction. So obviously, if it is the case that he can create his own fictions or create some type of fictitious action in the verse, then that entails that he has to use his imagination because that's what fiction is. So when it says that imaginative power is something that's gonna exist, then all that entails is that fiction is going to be something that exists. So sure, with his imagination, as in with his writing utensils, he can control what's going to occur within the narrative. I agree with that in perspective of DC, only in perspective of DC. And sure, there can be multiple fictions or books, TVs, etc. in DC. That's a 9 points. Again,
I do you understand what I'm arguing? I'm not scaling the writer. I am scaling Animal Man. Right now, we are talking where
I'm not
Cosmolock
saying that's a
Limbo
scaling
places.
point. I'm
For
telling you what I
syllogize.
agree.
Hello. Mute him. I'm not done speaking. So here's what I was saying. I'm not saying that that Grant Morrison is gonna erase Femto. I'm saying that Limbo, a place where Grant Morrison resides, is where the DC multiverse, i.e., the scans I sent in chat, stems from and is written from. That
Wait,
is
can I
all
just say
I'm
something?
saying. That Limbo is narratively above the DC multiverse. He views it as a fiction.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna give his last response. If I don't like hear anything new, y'all niggas can just move on. Cause nigga, I haven't been listening. It sounds like the same shit.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You just
I
repeated
will.
yourself. Forko, please track. I never denied any of your scaling. I'm not saying that this is going to be the case that this isn't scaling for your character or it is scaling for your character. What I'm telling you is what I agree to.
Okay,
I'm
wait.
clarifying
If
what I
you
agree
said
to.
this like
Hold
3
on,
times already,
censor.
bro.
There's something else. Hold on, censor. Chill. So this is the case that I'm just clarifying what I agree to just for the judge. It's just clarification. And in response to the other thing you just said, sure, it can label it as the DC universe. There's such thing as metafictional, for example, authors, where the author builds a character and makes it represent them. It doesn't mean that this author or metafictional representation is above fiction. All that means is that there's a realm in the verse, like for
That's what I'm
example, Berserk,
saying.
where shut up. There's a realm in the verse, for example, Berserk, where they quote unquote create other fictions or books. So what he's above is these two-dimensional constructs. I agree with that. He's three-dimensional. That's all. That's all he's above. That doesn't mean it. That's a non sequitur. So they can label these two-dimensional constructs as DC. Doesn't mean in actuality that's DC, but instead, if it's a metaphysical representation, he would also be in DC.
Okay, cool. A whole bunch of dog shit came out of your mouth. Congratulations. So now that you agree that the limbo scales above the DC multiverse, right? As it says right there, the universes in all the worlds, Earth 42, Earth 52, all that, a multiverse that came from Crisis on Infinite Earths. Literally every world in DC. Limbo scales above that. I will now scale
Wait, can I
those
respond to that?
realms in no. I will then scale those
Okay,
realms
let's miss
within
it then.
DC to being above spatial and temporal dimensions. Then
Wait,
getting my
Censor, are you gonna
character.
let him just shotgun me as a moderator?
Hello, number one. This is, and I can quote this.
But
This is your
you're
own
moving on
belief.
from a completely
This is your
separate point.
own
That's gonna be
belief.
completely separate.
This is
Wait,
your
so
own
Forko, in
belief. This is your
response
own.
to Censor,
Okay,
can you
can
mute
you
him real
prove?
quick?
Wait,
Wait.
bro.
No.
Yeah,
Why am I
you're
moving?
telling me to
I'm
prove
not done
something
with
when
my
I can't
point.
even speak. Like, what the fuck? You
Why?
just told me to prove something,
Yeah.
Censor.
So I'm about to place a burden on you. So shut the
Yeah, you
fuck
can
up and
place
let
it
me do it.
after. Let me finish.
No,
Hold on. What
hello.
the
I
fuck?
was in the middle of talking. What do you mean? Let me
What do
finish.
you
You
keep on
cut
saying
me
hello
off.
for, nigga? This ain't a new call. Ring, nigga. What the fuck? Ring a ding, bitch.
All right, bro. My nigga. Gotcha, bro. Like fuck, bro. All right, bro. So just Forko, just let this nigga like address that first thing. Like, write what you're fucking saying now, right now. Let him address that thing because he like clearly believes that he didn't fucking agree to what you said. And I don't want this to get like fucking like very murky and like who gets to say what. So
Okay, so what you're doing again is not tracking. What I agree to is that he scales above him fictitiously or fictitiously. He scales above him dimensionally, as in he is three-dimensional in perspective of those two-dimensional constructs. Does not mean that every single thing within the two-dimensional construct, for example, if it is the case that a character is displayed to be five-dimensional in that construct, doesn't mean in actuality is five-dimensional. Same as when we write a character, for example, Goku being five-dimensional, in actuality he isn't five-dimensional. That's just an imaginative fact, like that's just an imaginative fixture. That's just a statement. So once again, that's going to be a non sequitur. All he scales above is the two-dimensional construct. Doesn't mean that he scales above all the intentionalities in the two-dimensional construct, because those are going to be things that are not actualized.
So he's repeating himself again. I don't understand what
that's what like I don't understand like why you guys keep like.
So we can move on.
So
wait,
no, I'm
pause,
providing
wait,
new
chill.
scans. I'm literally providing
Infinity,
new
obviously,
scans.
like I think obviously the judges can like track that you obviously
we
like
can move on.
agree to this shit.
We can move on.
All right,
Okay,
Forko, where are you going? Like he's just like where are you going
with
this? Like where are you going with this fucking?
Yeah. Okay. Sure. So, anyways, he can say that it's not actualized within fiction.
Bro, why are you continuing it if you just said I repeated myself?
No, he's saying move on. He's saying he's moving on. Like I'm asking where is he going?
He's literally continuing something I just said.
Okay. Yeah, but why would I leave something
okay, I'm saying there's a different part.
Because like, Forko, you just said why would you leave something unaddressed? Because maybe you just said that I repeated it. Don't you believe you already responded to the arguments? You just said I repeated the same argument, didn't you?
No, bro. As far as I'm aware,
stop arguing for him. Let him go.
I'm not arguing for him.
He's a big man. He's a big man.
Can you shush, bro? Can you chill? As far as I'm aware, all he's like doing right now is just going on like with the fucking scale he provided, not like giving some new counter argument.
Bro, he's literally responding. He literally said, "So sure, if it is the case that X, that he's going to go into a line of reasoning why X is the case." He literally just said that.
Okay.
No, I mean you don't know what that's in reference to, but sure, bro.
But he literally went. Okay, that's literally an indicator. But okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just gonna dismiss the argument if it's a response to me.
Wonderful, great. You could dismiss whatever you want, but if the judge
it's justified by virtue of what you agree to. I don't care what the judge agrees to.
I haven't agreed to anything. Okay.
You agree that this is just gonna be a repetition of my point. So I didn't stutter. I slurred over my words. Those are two different things.
So anyways, as I was saying, you could say it's a fictitious verse. So it's just imaginative fiction. That is fine. We are scaling imaginative fiction. So I'm going to go on and scale my character. So my character exists.
Wait, Center. He just made a claim. He just made a claim. I want to clarify.
Oh my god.
What we're scaling is the overall fictional verse. We're not scaling all of imaginative fiction. So if there's, for example, a 2D construct of Dragon Ball in there's a 2D construct of Dragon Ball in Naruto. We're not scaling that 2D construct of Dragon Ball. That's just 2D. We're scaling Naruto itself. I just want to clarify that.
Okay, so this guy has wonderfully just punched the wall. Congrats.
Not punching the wall. There's no wall in front of me.
Bro, Forko, just go on, bro. Just go on, please.
Sure. Anyways,
I'm not a bitch.
Yo, can y'all shut up, bro? And just go on
talking. You're a bitch. I said you're a loser.
So,
anyways,
I'm not a loser. I'm a winner.
DC multi. Okay, can he get muted? Can we just mute? Can we get?
All right, bro. I'm gonna mute. Wait, I'm gonna mute him, but don't insult him.
Just tell him, bro. Tell this nigga to stop insulting me. Maybe I would.
Yeah, I will. I just said that, idiot. Nigga, wait. Damn, I can't fucking speak. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, fucking send all my thought to him at one time?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. How about that?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the multiverse within DC is under limbo. This has been proven. This has even been agreed to. He's gonna go, well, what I actually agreed to. It's just gonna be repeating the point. That's fine. We'll leave that to judges. Now, the multiverse within DC contains things like the bleed space. And yeah, the bleed space. We'll go over the bleed space first, which is above, contains all the dimensions. It is pan-dimensional, meaning it contains all of dimensionality.
Are you done?
That in VC scans. Well, let my scans in, but yes.
All right, bro. Yeah,
this is once again a non-point. I already refuted this by saying that if it is the case that Goku Our Dragon Ball has a fictional version of Naruto in their verse. It is just called Naruto Shippuden. In Naruto Shippuden, it is stated that Naruto transcends all concepts. Doesn't denounce the fact that in actuality it's a two-dimensional construct. That's just going to be something in relation to the fictional setting. However, overarchingly, what you're scaling is DC Universe. So if DC Universe is going to be something separate from the fictional settings that they write, then all your scaling leads to is two-dimensional hypothetically. I mean, not two-dimensional, three-dimensional hypothetically. So we can move on. I already announced all this.
Yeah,
Hello?
that's completely fine. Again, he's repeating himself. I don't understand why we're allowing this. I'm presenting new scaling. So if you just want to steel man all my new scaling because you think
How would he still
you have
man it?
won the
Stop
point,
misusing
all
terms.
Wait,
right,
pause. Chill.
I
My
paused the
nigga,
first time.
we
There was
know,
no
we know,
every
we
time.
know what you mean by it. We know what you think a steel man
I
is,
don't
bro.
know
You
what he
said
means.
that.
He keeps on misusing terms.
No,
It's
I'm
not going
saying
to concept.
we know what you think a steel man is. You already said beforehand he's
I've
misusing
never
steel man.
said what a stillman is. I never defined it within this debate
You
you
yet.
have.
I
you
haven't
did.
defined it
I'm
at
pretty
all.
sure you
Actually,
did, but
I haven't at all.
doesn't
I haven't
matter
said a
anyways.
stillman is that.
So what is a steel man to you? Just what you got
A
away.
stillman is going to be where you represent your opponent's argument in the best way fashion. It's going to be the opposite of a straw man.
Okay. So now we know what a steel man is to you. If Forko goes against that, so fucking be it,
Yeah,
bro.
I don't understand what he means by stillman because he keeps on misusing it.
Sure.
Like it's like just low tier shit, bro. Like even my students don't misuse the term, bro. Even Quince doesn't do that. Quince is
Yeah,
ass.
bro.
I wasn't here when he defined steel man, nor
A
do I
stillman
care.
is simply going to be anyways. A
Nor do
stillman
I
is simply going to
care.
be
Nor do I care.
anyways. A
Nor do
stillman
I
is simply
care.
going to be
Nor do I
No,
no.
he
I want to
doesn't
care.
care. He
Nor do I
doesn't care.
care.
He doesn't
Okay,
care.
wait,
He
wait.
doesn't
Say,
care. He doesn't care.
let
He
me
doesn't
clarify
care.
for the judge then. Since
Nor
this
do I
nigga is
care.
Bro, we
refusing
already
to
heard
listen,
it, bro. We already heard it. We already heard it.
He's already, the judge has a recording, bro.
Bro, we
He
already
said
heard it.
in
We
the
already heard it. We
recording.
already heard it,
He
bro.
can.
Shit. My nigga, we already heard what the fuck. The judge has the fucking recording, my nigga. He already heard that shit. I heard that shit plain as fucking day. You don't have to repeat that shit, bro. I'm not wasting time.
I'm not repeating it,
If
dumbass. Hold
we,
on. So for the judge, if he's refusing to
Bro,
hear,
hello. Yeah, thank
bro.
you.
If any
Anyways,
chill,
moving
bro.
on with new points. New points going forward with scaling. My character exists in a realm above
bro,
dimensionality.
no. I'm
Therefore,
not repeating. I'm
he is
not repeating the definition.
aspatial
That's not what I'm
and
doing, nigga.
atemporal.
I don't care for that. Can you mute him? Because I wasn't
Aspatial
done
and
speaking. I don't
atemporal.
understand how he can cut me off and I'm the one that's muted.
What?
Hello?
Because you said
I
you were
didn't cut him
repeating it
off.
beforehand.
I
That's what you
literally
said.
said I wasn't repeating it. You keep on saying I'm
Beforehand, you
saying shit
said
that I never
that.
said.
Beforehand, you
I
said
You said
never
that.
you were
said I was
clarifying for
repeating
your
it.
judge.
Yes, you
That's
did.
Anyways, for the
clarification.
I
That's
said I was
sufficient.
clarifying something
Clarification.
for the judge. Forko, can you
That's
please be
not.
muted? Why is he allowed to interject me?
Bro, shut
Anyways.
up, bro. You
So
inject him all the
anyway, so
time.
for the judge, if he's refusing to listen to something, it's still going to go through. I don't care for his own personal beliefs or his own personal refusals. That's not going to be something that's accepted. So I don't care about him saying
Bro,
he's
you
not going
just
to.
like wasting my
My
time,
definition,
basically.
you can think that my definition is going to be accepted. So
Wonderful. Thank you for wasting everyone's time again. Now, with actual
you
scaling,
can't
my
waste time. There's
character
no trash
is
can.
above limbo.
Oh my fucking gosh.
My
I'm about
character is
to
above
just leave.
limbo. Or my character scales to limbo. At the very least, he exists within limbo and interacts with Grant Morrison, who is a character who exists and writes beyond dimensionality. I have given sufficient evidence of this.
I
Not
agree.
one,
I agree.
not
He's three
two,
dimensional. We
not
can move
three,
on.
but 4 scans. I don't. Well, that's not what I'm asserting. Anyways,
You don't have
but
to
4
assert that for me.
scans.
Agree to
So
it.
this would
Like the
mean
fuck.
he is set. He's okay. You can agree to whatever you
Stop
want.
stuttering.
You're
When you
fucking
stutter, I don't
shadow
understand you.
boxing,
Bro, alright, man.
brother.
When you stutter, I don't
Please,
understand you, Forko.
please mute him. Please mute him. Thank you. Fucking idiot, man. Just let me lock in, bro. Because okay. Regardless, as I'm saying, my character. I'm sorry I have to reclarify this, Center, but I didn't get it off. My character is above the DC multiverse, which contains the bleed space, which is pan-dimensional, meaning it contains all of dimensionality. I have supported this with various scans, various claims, and various visual representations. So I will leave this up to the judge to see if he says this is Sagan standard, this is sufficient evidence. But what I believe I have just asserted and proved is that my character is above spatio and temporal dimensionality, making him abstract himself. Thank you.
Oh my god, like this is so low tier, bro. Like in response to the argument you just gave, claim. Yes, you send multiple scans that say the same thing. It doesn't tell a defeatism argument. These things aren't mutually exclusive, or on my side at least. On your side, it would be. So I'm going to clarify that we can move on once again. All I need is just to apply the same argument. You suck, bitch. So it's just going to be the case that sure, within a verse,
Can you
there can
stop
be a
interrupting him
fictitious.
mid-argument?
There's going to be a fictitious setting where a character is three-dimensional. That doesn't mean that in actuality, the character who wrote that fictional setting is going to be on that same dimensional plane. So when it comes to concepts such as space and time, when they're transcended in a fictitious setting, doesn't mean overarchingly the character who's writing, shut up. Anyways, doesn't mean overarchingly the character who's writing the fictional setting is going to be transcendental of space and time. All that means is that he's writing this imaginative fixture. So we can move on. That's all I'm agreeing to. You just repeat.
That's cool. I believe I proved my point. It's fine.
Yeah, you can think that.
It's
You can
cool.
believe that. That's not JTB. So you want to leave off there?
We can't leave off there. I have more scaling.
Yeah. Yes, we can. It's logically possible. But give your scaling.
Bro, shut up, bro.
Nice.
My shit's on 13%, by the way, so hurry up.
My shit is on 4. But
I don't know.
anyways,
Huh?
you know what? I'm cool with picking this up at a later point. But if you think you already
No,
won,
we're not postponing. It's either that we end here or we just continue, bro. Go.
Are you cool with whoever just won that last point winning the debate then?
No, I'm cool with whoever win all the points, or whoever won the. Hold on, bro, shut up. Whoever won the most
I'd love
points
to
win the
continue the
debate.
show. Oh, you're cool with that?
Yes, I'm cool. Whoever won the most relevant points wins the most and wins the debate.
Okay, then no. I would like to explain why my character actually beats yours.
Go
So,
ahead.
Animal Man has he dreams up these aliens. These aliens can erase people from the story, disintegrate people, and recreate people. He dreams these characters up. Therefore, they are just a facet of the red, as explained by this old man. I'm going to send 3 scans to back
No,
this up.
I don't care. You can have the scans. It can be stated. So sure, like my nigga, I can imagine toxic and then not imagine toxic. Like that doesn't mean anything. And also I can go into a library and tear up the pieces of paper and erase the story. That also means nothing. So like what the fuck? That just goes back to my other argument. I'm just gonna apply the same argument. What the fuck? Easy claps.
Okay, the problem with this is that we see that this imagination is affecting characters who are also in limbo, which means they scale atemporally, aspatially, which means guess what? Your character can get affected by these hacks.
Yeah, so when it comes to getting affected atemporally, it's not the case that something that is atemporal can change by definition, because I literally stated in the prior point, change is going to be something that's spatially represented. So in response to the other thing you just said, I want you to show it being this taking place in limbo. Also, to show there can be higher levels of limbo in the verse if I were to grant that. The fuck? I could just write, for example, let's say there's 3 realms in Berserk. One realm is astral plane 1. The second realm is astral plane 2. And then the third realm is going to be another fictional setting. Now, Asteroid 1 is the overarching story, while the overarching story is going to write Asteroid 2, which is going to be a metafictional representation, anyways, which is going to be a metafictional representation of Asteroid 1. So, yeah, we can move on.
Argument, and you know.
Yeah, so let's move on then. Let's move on then.
Because you placed burdens.
Wait, you just said I made the argument, so let's move on.
Yeah, but you also placed
just let him finish, bro. Just let him finish. Let him finish. Just let him respond.
Finish on my face.
You place burdens. Do you want to drop the burdens?
You can justify your burdens. I only placed 1 burden, by the way.
You placed it to prove it was used within limbo, right?
I already said what I said, bro.
I'm asking.
Just repeat it, bro. Just repeat it. Just repeat it. Just repeat it.
Justify that this happened in limbo, the actual limbo.
What does the actual limbo mean?
What'd you say?
What does the actual limbo mean?
I mean, prospectively, it just means that whatever the actual limbo is, wherever the character, the metafictional character writes the stories at, like the actual metafictional character, not some type of representation from another metafictional character.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So instead, I'll argue this because this is an easier burden to prove. These characters are dependent off the red, and the red is above
What's red?
The source of Animal Man's power. The red it's a dimension that is above the DC multiverse, which again would via already scaling, it would be above spatio-temporality. And so if his power is derivative of the red, affects things within the red, then guess what? It would affect people who are aspatial and atemporal.
Wait, send the panel, Brad.
Now.
Wait, can you send a panel what Brad looks like? Wait, do you agree that it has a form?
I agree. We can, us as humans can look at it, but I don't think that parameter holds true within the parameters we've already agreed upon this debate.
Wait, no,
We
wait.
are
I'm
going what's described. We
I'm
agree
not
to
saying
logical
I'm not saying it does. I'm not saying it does. I'm not saying. Oh my God, you're so like you have to be retarded. Let me explain something real quick. So this goes back to what I was referring to before. It's going to be dichotomous. It's either going to be the case that the statement and the feed is true, therefore telling a logical contradiction, or it's going to be the case that the statement is just wrong. You cannot assert just because I grant logical possibilities can occur prospectively in fiction that in every single instance where a statement is contradicted, it's going to be a contradiction
Yeah, we agreed
overall.
to
Or if you
Sagan
guys shut up.
standard,
Yeah,
correct?
Center, can you mute him? It's not going to
I
be the
actually
case that
forgot
in
your
every
question.
single anyways, bro. Can you mute him,
Wait,
please?
hold on. Just let me hear what he's asking you before I mute him.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
What?
all I
What?
said was we
What?
agreed
I
to
can't,
I
Sagan
was
bro.
mid
What the?
sentence. What the
You
fuck?
don't know what the fuck he's gonna say. Like,
Okay,
calm
do you want me to
down,
repeat
bro.
myself, Forko? Do you want me to repeat myself?
Let's hear what you want. What do you have to say, Forko? Go ahead.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, you know,
Hello, bitch. Like, what the fuck?
he left, idiot.
If he doesn't ask me to repeat myself, I'm just gonna continue there because it's nothing relevant.
Yeah, what happened for him?
Can you repeat anything you said while I was gone?
I didn't say anything while you were going. So, what is your question that you so rudely interrupted me to say or ask?
I said we agreed to Sagan standard, correct?
All right,
like,
so he
we
just
already have a
okay. So
vector.
Center, he just said something relevant. Mute him, please. Like, what the fuck,
What he?
How's
He's
that
just
irrelevant?
asking for
bro? He asked something,
clarification.
bro. Center, just mute him. I'll clarify it after. Like, what the fuck?
What the
All
fuck?
right, bro. This shit's unreal.
Yeah, so me agreeing to grant logical contradictions does not entail that in every scenario where a statement is contradicted, that entails a true contradiction. Is going to be dichotomous. Is either the case that it's a true contradiction because the statement and feed are both true synonymously, or it's going to be the case that the statement is just disproven and or wrong. So in this scenario, if it is the case that we can see this form, why isn't it just the case that this is going to be something that proves the statement wrong instead of it just being a logical contradiction? You cannot make the presupposition it's a logical contradiction, and the parameters that we set up is not going to be something that makes your conclusion logically follow. You can ask your question again after.
For the record, you guys did agree.
What? What'd you say? You're just missing that.
How the fuck are you gonna dismiss what I said?
Because I don't know what you said.
Fucking idiot, bro.
You can think that.
I know that.
My guy's so low tier, bro. Well, Moose, not Moose, Sakazuki, you asked the debater if he thinks he's winning, bro.
As I
I'm
was
about to go
saying,
sleep, bro.
oh, was I muted the whole time? You fucking suck, bro.
Moose, Oppo's way
You
better.
fucking suck.
It's like this nigga is a low tier. This nigga's
Interesting.
ass. Oh my
You
god.
fucking suck, brother. You fucking
But
suck. You're
what's your
meta
argument,
debating.
bro?
You're
What's your
meta
argument?
debating, and you
By
should
the
I'm not
not
way,
give
meta.
actual philosophers.
Forko, yes, y'all agreed
So
to Sagan standard, bro.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
wait,
so
what's
I
your
believe
argument though?
yeah, my argument is that it is stated multiple times that the red is a infinitely expanding upper web of reality that is above the multiverse, hence the scans I just sent, right? It is stated multiple times, not one, not two, not three, not four, but five, and I can send more scans if that would ever so please you, but I don't give a fuck because I believe that is sufficient. And we see that even when it's drawn, it is drawn in the same art form that the presence appears in. And guess what? They draw the presence like that because that's how they represent abstract beings in DC. I'm not even going to prove that claim because I don't need to. My claim's already backed up by these 5 scans that entail the same thing. If Bridge
Okay,
doesn't think this
so
is sufficient, that's completely fine. But my argument as to why this is sufficient is because it's consistently and narratively shown. We said there's no problems with logical contradictions existing within fiction, but there is a chance they might not, and it might just be the difference between
yeah,
actuality
you're
and
not following at all.
non-actuality.
So, anyways,
That's
what the actual thing is,
hello,
Bridge is
hello,
gonna be
hello,
judging
hello,
argument in
hello,
debate. You
Wait,
just gave
chill, bro.
20,000
hello,
Chill,
points.
hello,
This
chill.
nigga just gave
hello.
20,000 points. I'm just gonna dismiss
Hello.
most of them. Like, what the fuck?
No, I
Bro,
didn't. I'm talking about the same point. I am talking
You gave
about whether
multiple.
my claim is
Wow.
sufficient
There
within
can be
Sagan's
burdens and there can be
standard.
individual points that you make. Wow, you can make multiple claims.
What
I did
burdens
not
did I
know
Bro,
place
that.
on
my
you?
nigga,
What
why
burdens
are
did
you
I
getting
place
so
on you,
loud,
genius?
bro? Calm
What
I'm
down.
not
burdens did I
getting
place
loud
on
at
you,
all, bro.
genius?
Tell him to
You
continue,
did
bro.
get loud. You
You're
did get
I did not get
loud.
very
loud
loud.
at
I can
all.
hear
It's
you. I can
obvious
hear
that
your
in this guy's
change in
head
Bro,
he's
volume.
not.
tell him to give his argument. Stop going to irrelevant
Why
points.
are you?
Damn.
Why are
I'm
you going so
giving my
loud?
argument.
Tell
Stop
him to
interrupting.
give his
Mute this
arguments,
guy.
bro. Stop commenting
I
on
Stop
my
will,
that.
bro.
Mute
Stop
this
being
guy.
loud, my nigga. That shit's
bro.
annoying.
Give his arguments. Oh my
Mute this
gosh.
guy.
All right.
Please mute this guy, Center. I was in the middle of talking.
Go,
So,
bro. Like I'm not even
Center, can you be
talking.
muted?
Since
Just
I'm
continue.
literally.
All right, bro. Just go to.
Okay, cool. So, anyways, it is stated multiple times within DC that the red is infinitely expanding above the universe. And he is arguing that, okay, this could not be the case within actuality. That's completely fine. You can assert that possibility, but we're going off a likelihood. And when consistently the authors tried to narratively portray something, and we agreed this could be the case, the author is trying to narratively portray a logical contradiction, which it's obvious that he is, because guess what? These aren't even characters talking. These are descriptor bubbles, literal descriptor bubbles from a narrator, aka the author. So this isn't a character. He's not capping. It is the author talking. He is describing what is taking place. That is a sufficient evidence. That is Sagan standard 101, bro. The author is telling you something. It's not characters going, oh, I'm above this, I'm above that. It is a descriptor bubble, bro. It is a event bubble. Narration. Congrats, bro.
Yeah. So in response to your
My phone
20,000
is at
fucking
2%,
points,
by the
shut
way.
the
I'm
fuck
about to
up,
die.
bitch.
My
Censor,
phone's
mute him,
about to
bro.
die.
Oh my god,
Why
censor, mute
are
him.
you wailing out?
Censor,
Bro,
mute him.
Infinity, calm
Censor,
down,
mute him.
bro. They're
Anyways,
so
in
loud.
response.
They're like loud as fuck.
Bro, no, because I don't have time for this, and you keep on just unfairly moderating. So in
I'm
response to the
not
other arguments he
unfairly
just gave, like the
moderating.
20,000. Anyways, in response to the 20,000 arguments he just gave for the representation one, I want you to show that DC depicts their ways or represents their quote unquote abstract beings in physical forms. There's no argument for that. You making the claim that, well, I don't need to fulfill this burden or justify this burden. That's not an argument as to why you don't need to do it. That's not JTB. That's just your belief. I don't care about your fucking belief. Secondly, judges, our Bridge is going to be judging who went off like argumentation. Is going to be him judging who went argumentatively. So it is not the case that he's going to say which one he believes to actually be sufficient, but instead he's going to go off of which one has the explanation for it being more sufficient than the contrary. In response to the other argument you just made, dumbass, I'm not saying that, well, two contradictions is something that cannot occur. I'm granting that by virtue of the parameters we set up prior that two contradictions can exert or can occur. However, it doesn't mean in every single instance where a statement is contradicted that it's a true contradiction. Statements can just be wrong, Forko. For example, if I say that the dog is 5 inches, but I see the dog calculated empirically, it's going to be 3 inches. That doesn't mean that it's both true and false. That he's 5 inches and 3 inches. All that means is that the statement is wrong. So why in this scenario is it the case that the statement is just right and it's both a contradiction? You saying that, well, you have multiple claims. Sure, multiple claims that are not the case. Intentionality is distinct from actuality. Like, it's the same low tier shit that I beat Jester, I beat Opal with. Like y'all niggas are ass, nigga.
All right, bro.
The fuck? So hold on. So if I make a claim, hold on, chill. So if I make a claim, shut up, bro. If I make a claim that Goku's black,
I said
Goku's
one
black,
word.
Goku's black, Goku's black, Goku's black, Goku's black. I make 7 claims about Goku being black. That doesn't entail consistency. Why the fuck do you have a valid induction, dumbass? I don't care about fucking claims. That's not evidence.
I already told you, and I'm not gonna reiterate it unless you beg.
Okay, so let's move on then.
Cool, that's fine. You
Okay,
don't want me to
sure.
reiterate? Fine, wonderful.
Okay, you
Then
just
I
said you
believe we
wouldn't
can
do it,
leave
but
this up to judgment. I've
yeah,
given
we
my
can leave
reasoning.
it up to
Are you
judgment.
cool with that?
Yeah, you can think that. That's the claim.
Bro,
All
this
right,
is
that's
the
fine.
same
Great.
nigga, bro, who
Wonderful.
say he's not angry,
It's
by the
over.
way.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it is
Cool.
wonderful. It is cool.
Jesus Christ, bro! And
There's
you
no
said you
Jesus
weren't gonna
Christ.
spur. You are a liar, bro.
No, that's not
Fucking
true at all. I actually
weirdo,
wasn't
man.
going. I actually wasn't spurring until you started interrupting me, and then the moderation was just judged like unfairly. But
That, bro, the moderation is unfair. You're being an idiot. Like, shit,
no, it
like,
literally was unfair. Every single
what's
time I
You're
talked, he
unfair?
was
Like,
allowed to.
insufferable,
He's like,
Infinity.
I'm getting cut
Bro,
off
what?
right
it's
now.
hard
He
to
was
What
allowed.
is,
be viewed
He was
as
allowed. He
bro?
was.
insufferable.
He
You
was
niggas are not
allowed to.
debating
He was
anymore. What the fuck
allowed.
am I
He was
moderating? You
allowed to
niggas are
cut
not
me off
debating.
5 times before he got
I
muted.
didn't
But as soon
know.
as
I
I
muted
mute
him
him,
multiple
oh
times.
my
I muted
god,
him
bro.
multiple times. Shut the
Yeah,
fuck
I
up.
agree. You muted him after 7 chances
No,
that you
I did
gave him.
not. No, I did not take you 7 times to fucking mute him. I
No,
don't know
it
what the fuck
literally
you
took
talking
you
about.
3 chances for you to mute him. You gave him 3 chances, but as soon as I say
3
something
chances, but
progressive,
if
yes, you gave him 3
no, I
chances.
did not. What the
Yes,
fuck are you talking about?
yes, you did. I can. Okay, it doesn't
And
matter,
even
bro.
then, I
Sasuke,
gave you chance. I gave you
Sasuke, do
chance.
you have the recording?
I
Sasuke,
gave
do
you
you have the recording?
chances
No, you
Dude, I was
literally did
literally
not give me a
screaming
chance.
at the
I
top of
gave
my
you
lungs like
chances
a
to
little
mute
Oh
girl,
my
bro.
yourself
god,
as
why do
well
I keep getting
multiple times.
interrupted? Like,
I
what the
did.
fuck? No, you
Bro,
actually
you
gave me
could
one
just
chance.
interrupt him
As
and
he
Because you're
say
being
said,
an
whatever.
idiot.
like,
Oh
oh
No,
my
my
I did
god.
god,
not.
bro. As soon as he said to mute me,
No,
you
I did
muted me.
not.
But Sasuke,
And
do you have the
Center,
recording?
I
You
think you
literally
were
did.
I think you were
no, I
a
didn't.
fine moderator. And no